Hello everyone, I'm going to quickly show you how to set up your blog, post to your blog, publish your post, and submit that post on Bloggers. So follow along. I'm also going to show you how to have multiple blogs inside of one account. So if you're in, for example, 2 classes that are both requiring blogs this semester, you're going to want to set up 2 separate blogs, but you don't want to have to log in to 2 different accounts to do so. So I'm going to show you how to do all of that in a few minutes. So I recommend that you use Blogger. It's really simply just blogger.com. Because it's already tied to your Google account, which you'll use throughout the program, and you already have one through the university if you need that. So I'm already signed into my browser, so it brought me right into the interface. You may need to sign in at this point to get into Blogger. And then if you've never blogged before, you probably have a big orange button in the middle that says new blog or create a blog or something along those lines. I've blogged before, so I've got some options already going. I'm inside one of my blogs at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead. This may be new to you if you already have a blog that you set up for another class or something. This is how you do a second blog within the same account. So I'm going to click on the little drop down arrow right over here, and I'm going to choose new blog right there. Okay, so I'm going to give my blog a title. I recommend that you generally use your name in that title. So I'm going to do Susie Cox Instructional Media. I could do EDSC 3250. I could do Ed Psych, EDSC 3000. It just depends on what class you're in. So just type out what you want the title of your blog to be. And then I just usually take that and turn it into all lowercase, all smushed together, no spaces, to make it my blog address. So you can see susiecoxinstructionalmedia.blogspot.com. So I'll click off of that. It's going to check whether that address is available. Yay, it is. And that's part of why I recommend you use your name. It should make it easier to find an available address. And it also helps me as your instructor to know whose blog I'm on. All right, so you can customize the blog if you want to, set up different views and styles and all that kind of stuff. But you can also do that later, or you can just leave it and not worry about it. And we're going to click Create Blog. All right, so that's how easy it is to set up a blog. If you get this Google Domains pop-up, just say no thanks. You don't want to set up a web domain right now. Okay, so this is inside of this particular blog that I've set up. And again, if I'm going to have 2 different blogs for 2 different classes, I just go to this drop-down menu, click New Blog, and I can set up another one, okay? And then it's just a matter of toggling in between. So am I in my Ed Psych blog, or am I in my Instructional Media blog? Okay, so you can kind of toggle back and forth depending on which class you're in. Then you see this orange button at the top, New Post. So that's how you go about actually posting on your blog. So that's some terminology we need to get familiar with, right? We've got a blog, which is kind of a house in which you can have multiple posts or rooms. Okay, so your blog can have multiple posts inside of it. So each of your assignments is a blog post, not a separate blog. Make sense? Hope so. All right, so New Post is going to bring you to a page that basically just looks like a word processing document. It should be a pretty familiar interface. Sometimes takes a little while to load, so I'll just blather at you until that happens. Yep, this is exciting, isn't it? There it goes. All right, so it looks very similar to what you might be used to on a Word document or a Google Doc or something along those lines. So personally, I recommend if you've got an assigned blog that has like specific questions you're supposed to respond to, which is typical for our Ed Psych and Instructional Media blogs, you just copy and paste in the question you're responding to, or at least number them, so I know what you're talking about, and then you can go ahead and write your response. Now, I do encourage you, if you would rather do speech to text or something along those lines, as far as I know, that's not available in Blogger yet, but it is available in Google Docs and it is available in Word. So if you want to speak your blog and have it turned into text, you could do that. You can also insert media into your blog, insert a video. So if you wanted to do a vlog, a video log, instead of typing a blog, you could do that as well and just record a video for me of you answering the questions for your blogs. Okay, so we've got a lot of options here for us to use. But basically, you would just go through and you would type your response. Yours should not look like this. To your heart's content, answer all of the questions to the best of your ability. If you don't want to publish it yet, you can just click Save, and that'll save a draft of it for you, okay? But when you're ready to submit it, it's really important that you click this orange publish button. That's what makes your blog post public to the web so that I can see it. I won't be able to see it otherwise. Okay, so this is step 1 in your submission, and there are a couple of steps we need to go through. One thing I neglected to do before I did this was title my blog post. You're going to want to make sure you do this. So this is, I'm just doing a test post here. Okay, but you would want to title it with the assignment names so that you and I both know that we're on the right assignment. Okay, so you put the assignment name as the title, type your response using the prompts or at least the question number to organize that so everybody knows what you're talking about. When you're all done, you click publish. Okay, I don't want to share this on Google+. That would go out to my social network if you have a Google+ social network. So I'm just going to click cancel on that. And then it's going to bring me to this listing of the posts that are on this blog. Let me switch blogs really fast so you can see what that might look like if I have multiple blog posts. So see, we have multiple blog posts here, and I can see all of the ones that I have that are published or that are drafts, and I can see that it's in a draft state over here on the right. Okay, so I'm going to switch back over now. Here I am back on that post that I just made, and notice when I mouse over it, I get these options: edit, view, share, delete. Share is going to post it to my Google+ social media. I don't want to do that. But I do want to go in and actually view the blog post. And see, this is what it gives you. This link up here, this URL, that nice clean link is straight to the viewable version of the published web post. So this is what you're going to want to submit on Canvas. So let me show you that one more time. I've composed my blog and I've published it. I can tell it's published because it doesn't say draft over here. I mouse over that post and click view. Okay, let me show you the difference between the URLs. If I click on the actual test post, it gives me this big, nasty, long URL. And I, as your teacher, am not going to be able to see that. Okay, this is the editing view. So that's not going to work. We're going to go back, mouse over, click view. That gives me the nice clean link to the actual viewable post. You're going to copy that and you're going to submit that on Canvas. Okay, so let's just summarize the steps we went through. We came in, we logged into Blogger using a Google account. Again, you already have one through the university, so that can work for you. Or if you want to use another account, that's absolutely fine. If you have already blogged, or if you've never blogged before, you're going to have a big orange button in the middle. You're going to create a new blog. If you have blogged before, you come over to the left, click the drop-down arrow, and choose New Blog. That'll allow you to set up the blog title and the blog address. I encourage you to use your name. Once inside, you click New Post. You're going to title the blog with the assignment name. You're going to type out your response using the question prompts and or numbers to organize it. You click Publish when you're done. Once you have a published post, you mouse over it, click View, and use that URL to submit it. All right, that's how you set up your blog and start blogging for our classes. I really look forward to reading your reflections and insights this semester.